And welcome back to Whitman Baltimore Expo 2024. We are joined by a very special guest. This young lady is an ANA governor, as well as the general manager of Whitman Expos, and generally just a kick-ass person. I want to give a very warm, fun show welcome to Lori Kraft.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, Lori, you are what I would consider to be the driving force behind this show that we're at right now. I watch you. I know you. Obviously, we've done this a few times, and you are a force to be reckoned with when it comes to this show and getting this right and making sure that everyone is happy. So,
well, I appreciate that. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of labor of love.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, I was on the other side of things.
Oh, yeah?
As a dealer for several years, and actually did a lot of working independently with Charles Anderson and Joel Anderson. And it wasn't until, after a few years of doing that, they kind of said, hey,
do you want to thank this job that nobody will?
Do you want to thank this job?
Yeah, that we're interested in doing, and we'd like to see if you might want to help us with it. And it had nothing to do with expos, by the way.
Really?
And they stole me away. And once the Andersons got a hold of me, they started seeing, some of the things that I was a little bit stronger at. And realized I have those OCD tendencies. And I cared about numismatics, and I cared about these dealers, and wanted to be an advocate for them. They bought a little thing called the Baltimore Show. And bada bing, bada bing.
And now we do it 3 times a year.
Now we do it 3 times a year. Times a year.
I think if we did a correlation on coin dealers and the level of OCD, there would be a very high, correlation.
Oh, totally.
For sure.
Absolutely. I think you have to.
So how many dealers are here at this show? Do you know?
Oh, man.
Roundabout number's fine.
Probably around 2,000.
Yeah? I mean...
Yep.
Any attendance figures yet?
No.
We're still mid-show, buddy. Yeah.
We usually don't do those until, post.
So there's about 2,000 dealers either with tables or on the floor doing business.
Absolutely. And a lot of the dealers, as you know, they'll share a table with so-and-so.
There'll be 4 guys at a table.
Right.
3 different companies.
Yeah, they're doing, totally different things for each one. So.
Yep. And the public is here. This is really nice. The public has been hot and heavy the last couple days.
On a Friday during the day.
Yeah.
They're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been really excited, really, really ready to go. I think, we had some live TV broadcasts. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
And
Well, you had the right guy on it, too.
I know, right?
John is amazing.
Kraft. Oh, my God.
We had him this morning, and man's a
He's
fireball.
a firecracker.
Yep.
I would welcome a trivia night. I think this is something we should do. I do. I think this is something we should do. Let's pull together some of these guys and let's do a trivia night. Needs to be history, but I mean, y'all.
How
much fun can
this
we
might
have?
be the first trivia night where there's a fist fight that breaks out.
That would make it even worth watching
Even
more.
worth it
I think
more.
that, I think that would draw a bigger crowd.
I love that. I think that's a great idea.
Absolutely. No, John Krilovich, I would like to find somebody, that could test his knowledge.
Yeah.
Because
Good
I certainly haven't found him.
There have been encyclopedias written in the knowledge that he has. It's
So I'll switch gears a little bit here. So over the last couple of years, there's been a lot of changes with this show, with the Whitman brand, and the merger with the CDN and John coming on board. How has that affected the show positively or negatively?
I think that there's some positives and some negatives in anything like that with an acquisition. But the most of it has had to do with people don't like change. And they don't like change in our business.
Coin dealers hate change.
Can't stand it.
Nope.
It really had very little change on me and what I was trying to do for the show. But the city is what has really stepped up for me.
Really?
The city has kind of, this governor, the mayor, they're jumping in. They're doing all kinds of revitalization for the Inner Harbor. The investors are really getting on board. The convention center's finding a little love. So those are the things that kind of start to impact the show. Once it starts trickling down and we get to see a little bit more of what you get to enjoy when you come to Baltimore.
Yeah.
As far as having John, I've known John for years.
Yeah.
Known him for years in the business, and I'm thrilled to work with him. Expos is a little bit separate, kind of, from the other divisions, but it's been great.
Just from an outside perspective, I think he's bringing a kind of almost what they would call a breath of fresh air into the Whitman brand and the books themselves, and maybe the expo a little bit. I think a lot of this has to do with you, though, being maybe given kind of carte blanche to just do what you want to do or do what you need to do, I think.
Absolutely.
And if I'm wrong, tell me.
No, you're completely right. I've been given a lot more creative freedom with the acquisition, and has allowed me to do things like this with you guys, and We Connect, and I see We Connect and what you're doing and what we're doing together as something that goes outside of Baltimore. I don't see this just a Whitman thing or just a Baltimore thing. It's a We Connect for a reason.
Yeah,
we want to get out. We want to go to all the shows. We want to do, all the things. We want to help the hobby and the collectors as much as we can.
I love that's the best part about these shows is literally the access to the important people in the industry. We have spoken to some of the giants in this industry over the last 2 days.
You had Greg Rohan.
Yes.
I mean, he was sitting right here.
I mean, and these
John
are...
Albanese.
We've had Albanese. We've had Cuba David Bowers come out. And Chris Karstedt.
These are people that their words literally are followed by lots and lots and lots of people in the
Jeff
industry.
Garrett.
Yes, exactly. And all of these people are available and here, and we're able to get their thoughts on whatever topic we feel like asking them about and they feel like talking about. It's really amazing, and I'm really glad that we are able to do that and bring that to, the masses and the people that aren't able to get to a show like this, whether it's from location or just not able to go.
I'm really grateful for creative people when creative people get in charge, because it can go one of two ways. It can go really bad, or it generally goes really good. You have somebody who's passionate about what they want, and they have an idea of what to do or an idea of what they want to do, and you just go about trying to accomplish it. It's not laid out in front of you. There's no roadmap. It's just let's make it up as we go along, and that's the best kind of of stuff that we do here.
Absolutely, and you gotta know that you're gonna fall.
Yes,
you're gonna slip. You're gonna fall. You're gonna deal with some negatives.
Not everything's gonna work.
No, and one of the things that I pride myself on, and I take it very seriously, is I'm going to be front facing at all times.
Yes.
You will see me. I am here to accept the criticism, and I welcome, the opposite of
the
that.
well-deserved praise.
I welcome that too, but like I said, I want to be front facing. I want you to see me. I want you to give me your grievances and your accolades.
Well, it's funny, but for about the last hour, you've been sitting over here at the Expo Services table, just being available for anybody, and that's what you do, and that's why Mike and I are very impressed with.
That's
everything.
From the time I got here, it was
okay. I'm gonna tell you,
that's the boss lady over there, and it's like,
oh,
okay. And I started. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you a story, and everybody here knows it, but nobody else does. We got here, we get to set up, we're like, this is awesome, this is great. Lori comes running over, and she's like, guys, I got you something. And she comes, she starts opening the box, and she pulls out what? Hand it here. She pulls this thing out, and she hands it to us.
Turn it off.
She says, guys, I got this for you. And we're like, that is great.
That is awesome.
And then she pulls out more stuff out of the box, and it was a couple of other signs, and we're like, oh, those are awesome. And we didn't have a way to hang them up. But today we walk in here, and we get over to our table after we had left all night, and the sign is hanging on the front there, because I know that after we left,
Lori
you found
that.
those two little hooks and you put them up there. And that is...
And see, that's the kind of care
the little stuff that's just
that doesn't happen without somebody really taking ownership.
Right. Yeah. That just blows my mind. So...
No, I mean, like I said, I truly, truly care about each one of these dealers, and that is why I ran to be a governor for the ANA, because I wanted to, I truly wanted to be an advocate for all of you dealers. I wanted to be someone, I understand that the ANA is for, the club members and whatnot, but you wouldn't have the club without these dealers.
Well, I'm a dealer, and I'm a lifetime club member, so I fall under both
Same here.
categories.
Yep.
So,
Exactly. You just, it takes all of us
Yep.
to work together, but you can't ever put one group
Yeah,
ahead of another.
you can't do this without either one of those two groups.
No,
It
no.
takes an equal amount of both.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know. There's certain coin dealers I know you could put them in a
Okay.
storage unit and they would have a good coin show.
Yes, that's true.
So,
That's true. I've sat next to a couple of them.
right.
Yeah.
There's a few of those guys too. But for the most part, you guys are
For
right.
the most part, yeah.
Yes.
For the most part.
Well, Lori, this was fun. I'm glad we were able to actually get together and do this because I talk to you all the time, but to actually.
But we wanted them to talk
yeah,
to you. We wanted them to get a
to
little
see
taste.
how
Yeah,
awesome
absolutely.
you are. And
Well, I mean, I did come over to you this morning, and the first thing I said is I was watching you guys, and someone mentioned,
Yep.
you know, where's the blonde in the middle, and I just said, okay, I
There
gotta
we go.
help
she
out.
volunteered. She did. She
There we
volunteered
go.
to be the blonde in the middle. So here she is, everyone. Lori Kraft.
There.
She's amazing. We love her.
She is amazing, and we can't thank you enough for inviting us to come.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see y'all soon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you need to get down here.
Do it.